Hello, my health centre.
Oh, yes. Hello, yes. I want to make an appointment for my wife, please, with a lady doctor.
Oh, right, OK. Can I take a name, please?
May. May Barnstable. She's not actually registered yet, no, because, well, we've only just recently got married.
Monitor, bouncer, carrier wipes, monitor, bouncer, carrier wipes, nipple cream, pads, monitor, bouncer, carrier wipes.
What are you doing?
What is it with this house and pens? No matter how many we buy, I can never find one when I need one. I'm making a list, which is way more important than what you are doing. Monitor, bouncer, carrier. I could have sworn there was a pad here yesterday. Monitor, bouncer, now, was that there all the time, though? Wipes, wipes. Why? Oh, how can I concentrate when you keep distracting me? Anyway, what are you still doing here? It's 9 o'clock, isn't it?
Law Society conference in Birmingham doesn't start until 10.
Oh,
monitor.
Thank you.
Carrier, bouncer, pads, nipple cream.
Thank you.
There you go. That should keep you out of trouble.
Sorry, traffic's been a nightmare.
Oh, Jimmy.
What's that a wrinkle I saw in Dr. Slick's suit?
Looked fine to me.
What? You didn't notice that hair out of place?
Nothing wrong with his hair.
And those socks with that tie.
You didn't even see his socks.
Mr. Shaw.
My day. My day.
May? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a little homesick, that's all.
You know it's more expensive to telephone this time of day, don't you? Especially overseas.
It's okay. My friend called me.
Oh. Here.
Oh.
Go ahead, open it. Do you like it? I can always change it if you don't.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
I've made the appointment. 10:30.
Today?
Yes. There's nothing to worry about.
We don't need any more sterilising fluid. There's enough upstairs to disinfect a small city. Multi-buy bargain last week, remember?
Right.
Now, I might be a bit late home tonight. Some big cheese from the Law Society's giving an evening seminar, but you'll be all right, won't you?
Of course. Leave your mobile on there. It's only a week to go. Babies don't always come on schedule.
You haven't had any, have you?
No, I haven't had any. But I'll call you if anything happens.
Okay. Bye.
What's all that?
Oh, it has been a nightmare. Someone crashed the computers last night and we've lost all the updates for the past 2 days. So Muggins here has had to go through the lot and repair the damage.
Well, why are you stuck with it?
Because I seem to be the only one who can read doctor's writing, and Faith hasn't got a clinic today, so she's covering reception. But don't worry, I'm keeping an ear out in case she runs into any trouble. Is everything all right? How's Amanda coping?
Hello?
Faith?
Got it.
Mrs. Barnstable, see Dr. Thompson.
You need to fill in this form for the doctor.
Yes, thank you.
Take a seat, she won't be long.
Thank you very much.
I don't need to see a doctor. It's a waste of money.
Don't worry, it's free.
There's nothing wrong with me.
It won't hurt to have a check-up, will it?
Ah, Helen, do you have any plans for lunch? I was hoping...
Busy, sorry. Mrs. Barnstable?
I'd better come along as well, in case May has trouble understanding.
So you haven't had any major medical problems and you're not on any medication? So what's the problem?
She's losing weight. Well, there wasn't a lot there to start with.
And how much weight have you lost?
About half a stone, more or less. In 2 months.
May? Have you noticed any other changes?
Well, she never mentioned anything. Mind you, May isn't the sort to complain.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Bit nervous. It's May's first time with a British doctor.
How's your appetite?
Eats like a bird. If you ask me, she needs feeding up.
OK, Mr. Barnstable, I'd like to examine May, so would you mind waiting in reception?
What if you need me to translate?
I'm sure we'll manage.
Yes, okay, I will make sure she gets your message.
That is a little low for your height.
It's normal for Thai women.
I'd like to examine you.
There's no need.
Okay, well, at least let me check your blood pressure. If you'd like to roll your sleeve up for me. That's a beautiful bracelet. Well, your blood pressure's fine. Have you been experiencing any other symptoms? Sickness, pain? Can you think of any other reason why you might be losing weight?
So much has happened in the last few weeks. Getting married, moving to this country.
Well, it's possible an infection is causing the weight loss. I'd like to check for that just in case. Now, I need a stool sample. Do you understand what that is?
Yes.
And I'd like to take some blood for tests.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Okay, then, we'll check for the infection first. When you have a sample, bring it back in and we'll take it from there.
How'd you get on with Dr. Thompson?
Okay. She asked questions.
Yes, but did she find out what the problem is? May?
I didn't see her smile once. But then she's not got much to smile about, has she? Her husband's twice her age, and he probably picked her up a magazine.
Oh, you don't know that.
Maybe they met and fell in love. Well, all right, even if they did meet through an agency, it doesn't mean they don't love each other.
Well, I think it's horrible. Middle-aged men shopping for young brides abroad. Poor girl.
Excuse me, I need to speak to Dr. Thompson.
She's with a patient at the moment. Maybe I can help?
No, it's a private matter.
OK, well, she's very busy today. I can make you an appointment for tomorrow.
It's not good enough, I'm afraid.
OK, well, perhaps you can come back at 2 o'clock after surgery ends.
My wife is very upset, and I'm not leaving here till I've spoken with Dr. Thompson. Ah! What did you say to my wife?
I'm afraid I can't discuss patients.
You can discuss May with me. I'm her husband.
All the same.
You have no right to upset her, asking her personal questions.
If you'd like to come through, we can talk about this in private.
Oh, what's the point? You've already made up your mind. I know what you think. I know what you all think as well. Just think I'm a dirty old man who's got himself a mail-order bride. Well, I love May. I do my best for her. She's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Here, yeah, have that one, sir.
Thank you.
There you go. You're right. Good one. Excellent.
What did the doctor say?
I didn't get to speak to her. She was busy. Thank you. You haven't eaten anything.
Later.
You should have something.
I will. Later. I think I'll look for a job.
May, we agreed. You don't need to work. I can provide for you.
I know, but I'd like to work.
Well, there's plenty to keep you busy here.
Trevor, I need to go to the shops. We're running out of many things. I need more money.
What happened to the money I gave you last week?
All gone. Everything's so expensive.
Oh, I know what's going on here. No, mate, it's not your fault. No, people take advantage of you because you're not familiar with British money. I think perhaps I should take over the shopping budget from now on.
Oh, please, I must try. I need to learn.
All right. We'll leave things as they are for now. You make a list of what we need, and I'll go with you tomorrow.
Yes, I'm sorry too. A bit more warning would have been nice. Oh dear. Suppose you overheard my fishwife impression. I'm not normally so rude, but that's the 3rd time he's cancelled an appointment at the last minute. Time wasters. Oh well, looks like I'm lunching alone.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. Man's as dull as dishwater anyway. Your lot seem to be having a good time.
Yeah, well, just making up for the interminably boring solicitor speak we've endured all morning.
You're a solicitor.
For my sins, yeah.
I dated a solicitor once, years ago. He was forever dashing out in the middle of dinner to deal with some client crisis or other. I met one of them once. He must have been 7 feet tall, built like an outhouse, face like a chewed toffee.
Sounds like one of mine.
So you're a criminal lawyer. How thrilling.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but it beats conveyancing.
You wouldn't happen to have a business card on you, would you?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Hi, 2 pints of lager, a tonic water, and a gin and tonic, please. Can I get you a drink?
Dry what wine? Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Charlotte.
Ronnie.
Well, I suppose I'd better be getting to work. You think they could do without me for a couple of hours? It's always the same.
I'm sorry to cause a problem.
May, don't be silly. My wife's health is far more important than any job. But I wish you'd tell me how the doctor upsets you. I suppose we could always register with another practice.
Trevor, I'm not sick. Sometimes I get sad, upset. It's not the doctor's fault. You should get to work.
So, what time does your conference finish?
8 o'clock, provided the last speaker doesn't get too carried away with the fiscal implications of money laundering.
Maybe we could spend some time together afterwards.
I don't know what my wife would have to say about that.
I don't mind if you don't.
I'm a very boring, very faithful married man, no matter how tempting the offer.
I'm glad you came back in. Your husband said I'd upset you this morning. Have you got the sample?
You'd like to buy it?
May, it's a very lovely bracelet, but... Why do you want to sell it? Do you need money?
Sorry, I've made a mistake.
May, has Trevor hurt you?
No.
I was hoping I'd
Not
come
now.
What's going on? She went out the door like a scolded cat. It's her husband, isn't it? I knew there was something odd about him. That poor girl is definitely scared of something.
Ooh, trouble?
That Thai patient I was talking about earlier, she's just tried to sell me a very expensive bracelet.
Maybe she's running some kind of jewellery business.
I don't think so.
You don't think it was stolen?
No, I think it belongs to her. It's just, I think she needs money urgently. But when I asked her about it, she just ran out.
Well, maybe she's embarrassed.
No, there's more to it than that. She may be planning to leave her husband.
Well, she could need money for any number of reasons, couldn't she? Doesn't mean her relationship's in trouble.
Well, I hope you're right.
Someone's collapsed in the street. I think it might be Mrs. Barnstaple.
Thank you. I'll take care of her now. May, can you tell me what happened?
I slipped. I'm okay.
Wait.
I have to go home.
Let me take a look at that. Tell me when it hurts. Okay. I think you sprained it. Come back into the surgery and we'll strap it up for you. May, I think I'd better take a look at your side. Well, there is some bruising to the hip bone from the fall and stretch marks from a pregnancy. You have a child. Does your husband know?
No.
Would you like to tell me about it?
My son is 3 years old. He lives with a family in Thailand. I give them money to raise him. They think I'm rich now. I have husband in West. They want more money. I send all that I can.
Including money meant for your food. When did you last eat?
Yesterday. This morning they called to say my son is sick. That they have medical bill to pay. I want to get a job. I have a good education. I went to college before I became pregnant. But Trevor says that he will take care of me. That there is no need for me to work.
Were you ever going to tell him about your son?
In Bangkok, Trevor came to the bar where I work every night. We got on well. He said that he wanted to marry me. He's a kind man. I thought I can have a new life in Britain, provide for my son. I wanted to tell Trevor about Lex, but I was afraid he'd change his mind. And so I didn't.
And the longer you kept him a secret, the harder it was to tell the truth.
I don't know what to do.
Maybe it's time to tell Trevor. Faith, could you ring Mr. Barnstable and tell him that May needs a lift home?
You okay?
Just making the most of the quiet from my last appointment.
Oh, I know. It's been one of those days. Trust me to miss all the excitement.
Excitement?
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Barnstable. Faith said Mrs. Barnstable was the one who collapsed.
How is she?
Helen's still with her. Tell you something though, sprained ankle's the least of her problems. I know misery when I see it. Heaven only knows what kind of life she has. I mean, I'm sure he gives her all the material things, but look at the price she's paying. Married to a man twice her age, dependent on him for everything. What kind of basis is that for a relationship? I'm sorry, Jimmy, I didn't mean it.
I'll see you later.
He's beautiful. Yes? Okay, thank you. Ask him to come through. Your husband's here.
I don't know how to explain.
Tell him the truth. He told me you're the best thing that's ever happened to him. I think he loves you very much. I'll leave you to talk.
Hey, what's going on?
I have a son in Thailand. He's 3 years old. His name is Lex. I send money for a family to take care of him. Money you give for housekeeping.
Why didn't you tell me before?
I was afraid you wouldn't want me. I'm an unmarried mother. I'm so ashamed. I asked you once if you'd like to have children. You said no.
I didn't know you had a child then.
So I've left them to talk.
So she's staying with him?
That's what May wants.
But she's so unhappy.
That's not his fault. She speaks very fondly of her husband.
Yeah, well, I don't understand.
Dr. Thompson, thank you for looking after May. And I have to apologise for my behaviour this morning. I don't normally use my temper.
Apology accepted.
It's come as a bit of a shock to find out I've got a stepson. We've got a lot to talk about, so we won't take up any more of your time, and we've got a trip to plan.
You're going to Thailand?
We're going to visit my boy.
I'm glad.
Good luck, both of you.
Jimmy, what I said earlier, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to imply things about your marriage.
It's okay, forget it.
Look, you don't seem yourself. If I've done something, please just...
I spent the weekend in a hotel. Amanda and me. I think it's over.
This is my fault. I shouldn't have interfered or pushed you.
This isn't down to you.
Jimmy, I didn't know what I was talking about. I had no right to judge your relationship or anybody else's. I was wrong.
You were right. She doesn't have cancer. She never did.
She lied to you.
Yeah, she thought I'd stay if she was sick. So, when you said her illness was convenient, you were right.
I wish I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Yes?
Helen, I can understand why you're angry, but if you stay still long enough, I would like to explain about Cara.
I'm not interested.
Well, even so.
Look, your love life is none of my business. Now, I've got to pick up my children, so if you'll excuse me.
Helen.
Yeah, see you. Thank you. Sorry. See you. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Good luck. Cheers, mate. Hello? Hello, Sergeant. Charlotte who? All right, yeah, I'll be there as soon as I can. Bye.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's booked. Fly on the 14th.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Do you think I'm a bit too old to be a good father?
You're a good man, Trevor. You'll be a good father.
Think he'll like me?
Trevor, he'll love you, like I do.
I'll look into getting him a passport first thing in the morning. In the meantime, there's something you've got to do. You've got to tell the little boy his family are coming to see him.
Thanks for coming. I didn't know who else to call.
Are you okay?
A bit shaken.
Sergeant Scott has filled me in on the details. You didn't mention you were an escort. Why didn't you tell me exactly what happened?
So stupid. I picked up a punter. We went back to his room. He started to get too rough. I asked him to stop. He wouldn't, so I made him. I always have perfume on me, so I sprayed him in the eyes. He was pretty shocked. Made a huge fuss. Anyway, he called the police. The last thing I need is a criminal record.
Well, in that case, maybe you've made the wrong career choice.
I'm not some cheap hooker. I've never been arrested before. I'm sorry. Ronnie, what's going to happen to me?
Well, that depends whether or not they decide to press charges.
And what if they do?
You'll probably be given police bail, and then it's all down to the courts.
Will you represent me?
You haven't even been charged yet.
Yes, but if I am, oh, please say you will.
Okay.
Thank you.
We've had Hello Princess and then Hello Mum. Will it be Hello Pat? With the return of another legendary character to Albert Square. But who is it? All is revealed in EastEnders tonight at 8 here on BBC1. Next this afternoon, Mickey Rooney guest stars in Murder, She Wrote.